A leaked draft executive order from President Donald Trump's administration has raised alarm throughout Africa. The draft proposes a reorganization of the U.S. State Department that could lead to the closure of multiple embassies and consulates across the continent. This initiative is part of a wider plan to slash the State Department's budget by 50% and cut foreign aid by nearly 75%. The administration intends to streamline diplomatic efforts by focusing on 4 regional hubs and significantly downsizing the U.S.'s global diplomatic footprint. The proposal also targets key State Department bureaus for elimination, including those responsible for African affairs, international organizations, climate issues, human rights, democracy, and gender equality. Opponents of the plan warn that it could greatly diminish U.S. influence in Africa, especially as other global powers, notably China, continue to strengthen their presence on the continent. Among the embassies earmarked for closure are those in the Central African Republic, Congo, Eritrea, Gambia, Lesotho, and South Sudan. The consulates in Douala, Cameroon, and Durban, South Africa, are also on the list. Elsewhere, the proposed closures include embassies in Malta and Luxembourg and consulates in South Korea, France, and Germany. The internal memo also proposes reducing diplomatic operations in Iraq and Somalia, nations where the U.S. has maintained a significant presence for many years, as well as adjusting the scale of several other diplomatic posts. The leaked document does not provide any political justification for these reductions. Instead, it explains that the evaluations were based on input from regional offices, consular activity levels, operational costs, facility conditions, and security considerations. It also recommends implementing dual-hatted leadership at certain missions and forming smaller, more adaptable teams. In Africa, where U.S. diplomatic missions play a crucial role in development efforts, humanitarian aid, security cooperation, and visa services, the potential closures could have far-reaching consequences. Nations such as South Sudan and the Central African Republic have been key to U.S. involvement in peacekeeping and stability efforts. Reducing the American presence in these areas could hinder ongoing international initiatives. If these recommendations are enacted, they would also create additional challenges for Africans attempting to obtain U.S. visas. But the impressive thing is how Africans are reacting to these news. Most of them feel like this is an opportunity for African nations to unite and stop depending on America and the West. Going through some of the comments from social media, Dioko Chi said, "Trump might actually be helping Africans to finally unite and fend for themselves. The African leaders should stop the attitude of being beggars all the time and use their resources for the betterment of their countries. Trump is saving the resources of his country for their own development, nothing wrong with that." Alois Otieno, "I have always said that Africans need to wake up, guard, conserve and utilize their resources well for self-sufficiency. Corruption, tribalism and inefficiency should be curbed on a serious note. This issue of worshipping the white man by most Africans should stop. Wake up Africa and make our founding fathers happy. Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Lessons to Grasp." Prince Okello, "The U.S. embassy closures should remind African countries of the importance of unity and self-reliance. Instead of relying on foreign powers, leaders should focus on fostering cooperation and building toward a vision like the United States of Africa. Strength through unity will ensure Africa thrives, regardless of external actions." Steve Marithi, "African countries should take it as an eye-opener and work hard, shun corruption and become self-reliant instead of seeking for help from these foreign countries." Peter Katheka, "This is a wake-up call to Africa that we should strategize on depending on ourselves and stop this tendency of begging from Western countries. I fully support American president." Add your thoughts in the comments section and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more interesting stories. See you in the next one.